Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to Marvel Monday, where we take a look at the 1994 Fantastic Four movie that technically was never released. I say that because I mentioned at the end of the last movie review. They say it was never released, but the fact that anyone can just go on YouTube and watch it, it's there, it's out. It was never released in theaters, is what the thing is. But they don't ever say it like that. They say never released. If something was never released, it means no one ever saw it. It never came out. People saw it. It got leaked in the 2000s. People saw it, so it was released, just not officially theatrically released. Yeah. This was a project spearheaded by Roger Corman to keep the rights of the Fantastic Four, so they did a movie. However, unbeknownst to the actors and people working on the film, this was never going to be released. It was never intended to be released. And then, some 10 years later, or so, in the 2000s, internet was a thing, and it was released in bootleg copies, of which I ended up with one. My my grandma would get movies from her brother-in-law. He would give them movies. One of them, they're all normal movies, regular movies. This was the only bootleg in there, was this one. I don't know why. It was just there. And so I watched it, and I went, this is goofy, but it's the 90s, so there it is. I don't have the bootleg copy anymore. I don't know. I think it got thrown away. It stayed at my grandma's house, so I think it got thrown away when she passed. So I don't know what happened to that thing. And every copy is a bootleg copy, and you can watch it on YouTube. People put it on YouTube for free with minimal ads. There's some ads, but minimal. I've been watching it. Minimal ads. I had been watching it. And the plot is very much what you think a Fantastic Four movie would be. The four, they go into space on this project, and something bad happens, and they all get special powers. And Doctor Doom is the villain. You have David Hyde White, or something Hyde White. Professor Hyde White as Reed Richards. You have Michael Bailey Smith, who I know from Charmed and been playing various thugs and other things. He has hair here, which is really weird. Jay Underwood, he plays the Thing, or Ben Grimm. Jay Underwood as the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. And Rebecca Staub as Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. Now, I have to rewind this. Hold on. So, at the beginning of the movie, it is Reed and Victor Von Doom are doing this experiment on this wormhole thing called the Colossus, where they're going to go into space. At this point, Reed is living in a I'm trying to see who's playing the young version of Johnny Storm, but I can't see who it is. Oh, so I'm not on the actual video. I'm on the CinemaStop review. Let's go to the actual video, Tom, and we'll see who's Tom. I don't know. Who's Tom? I don't know. Press play. Oh, great. It didn't restart it, so I gotta rewind it. So they do an experiment, and Victor supposedly dies. Or his body is taken by someone and it's told that he's dead, right? But we know he's not really dead, you know. So Reed is living in his boarding house, which is managed by the Storm's mother. Mercedes McNabb of Angel fame, you know, she's Harmony, one of the most annoying characters on the show. Angel and Buffy. Maybe she's annoying. She gets even more annoying when she becomes a vampire, spoiler alert. And she's also in the Addams Family movies. It's two different characters, apparently. She plays young Sue Storm. And I'm trying to figure out who played young Johnny, but this thing won't rewind fast enough. There you go. Keep on going. Keep on going, going. Let's see. Wait a minute, you idiot. You're in the credit. Go back. You're in the credits, stupid. What it means I do it. Okay, here. Stretchy arm. Let's see. Excuse me. Executive producers. Cast of characters. Okay. Young Johnny. Philip Van Dyke. That's right. Philip Van Dyke. I knew it was something. You know him as one of the voices of Hey Arnold. Arnold on Hey Arnold. He was also in Halloween Town as Luke. The wiener dude. That Luke dude, he's a real wiener. Yes, he's very young here. Yeah, the young versions of that. So, well, I can also tell you who. Yeah, somebody. No, who played Victor Von Doom? I will tell you that in a minute. Joseph Culp. Victor Von Doom. Joseph Culp, the son of Robert Culp, of the greatest American hero fame. I'm looking for the jeweler. Okay, so Dr. Doom is the main villain. But there's another villain creeping around that in my first watch, I'm like, oh! You know, he's a short dude. He lives underground. He goes in and out from underground to do stuff. It's the Mole Man. Apparently, he's called the Jeweler. Maybe they didn't have the rights to the Mole Man, because everything about this character says Mole Man. By the way, Mole Man's one of my favorite Fantastic Four villains. Shoot me, I love him, and that's why every time the Fantastic Four has a movie, they're like, we're going to bring in Dr. Doom, and I'm like, does the Mole Man get no justice? I mean, come on. Or even Puppet Master, the Negative Zone. There are so many things they could do. But no, it's either Dr. Doom or Galactus. So, first movie this one had Dr. Doom and the Jeweler. I say he's the Mole Man. 2005, Flash to Dim Story, Fantastic Four, 2005. You have Dr. Doom. The second film, we have Galactus and Silver Surfer. Cool. Dr. Doom is also here. What? Go away. And then they do the remake Fantastic. Guess who shows up? Dr. Doom! I like the Mole Man, though. There's so much they could have done. I think they could have introduced Inhumans in a Fantastic Four story instead of ruining them like they did. They ruined them. There's no way. There's no way to get them. I'm a big fan of the I just said it. I'm a big fan of them. The Inhumans. Yeah, the Inhumans. And even I was like, I'm not touching that show. It looks stupid. I do have the pilot episode on my Vudu account. Back when Vudu was giving out free first episodes of shows, and now it's like, no, we got free full seasons for you, but you can't save it to your library. It's just free with ads, you know. But I got a lot of first episodes on there. They're just the first episode because they were free and I was interested in them. So you got stuff like Imaginary Mary, The Mayor, that, other things. Stuff that Cristela, because I knew that Fluffy was in that. Yeah. Lopez. Anyway, so yeah, he's not Mole Man, he's the jeweler. But I like him because he technically is Momet. He kidnaps Alicia, you know, the blind girl who's always Ben Grimm's girlfriend. Excuse me, girlfriend. And what it is here is that they actually have them meet before he becomes the Thing, which is interesting because all the other ones he's not. He's already the Thing when they meet, because that's the whole thing, is she's blind, so she doesn't care about appearances. So yeah, but it does work here because she's an artist, like normally she's a sculptor, which a blind sculptor is always weird, but it's a thing. Oh, that's funny. So I have it. I still have it on the movie edit suggestions. There's a untold story of the Roger Corman Fantastic Four documentary next to it. The Greatest American Hero, Season 1, Episode 1. As mentioned, Robert Culp's son plays Dr. Doom in this. So, YouTube knows what they're doing. Okay? I'm not watching it, but you should watch The Greatest American Hero. It's a good show. I have Season 1. So anyway, yeah. So, she is sculpting them because after that, hold on. So after Von Doom dies, we then jump 10 years later. Just 10 years. Apparently, Reed's not living with them anymore because he goes to recruit Johnny and Sue, and they're all grown up, and he sees Sue for the first time. It's like, oh. Like when she was a kid, he kissed her on the cheek. She's like, oh, he's so dreamy. Sure. And now she's like a hot 20-something. He's like, oh. They wouldn't do this nowadays. I know that in the comics she was technically younger than Reed. Not that young. I don't think she was that young. It's kind of a Yui, if you think about it, but it's also weird because they have Ben Grimm, the great Michael Bailey Smith, say this line: "Hey, can Johnny and Sue come to space with us?" I'd be like, "No, go away." Say it like that. Yeah, they're gonna go to space because of this Colossus thing, and that's when they get their powers. For the most part, it does look okay. Like, Sue just disappears from frame. She's not in frame. Johnny's fire powers they're decent until the finale when he's just horrible CGI model. Just horrible. I had a friend, I don't think it was mine. I think it was my friend's. He had a big Human Torch figure. I had the Thing. I had a normal size The Thing action figure because I like The Thing. It's clobbering time. Yeah, I liked it. That was the voice I did. It's clobbering time. Yeah, Michael Bailey Smith doesn't do the voice, isn't in the suit. He's just Ben Grimm. They have a weird thing, like in the middle of the climax where he turns human again and then actually turns back. I don't know what the point of that was, but arguably it's done better in 2005 version, but it still doesn't make any sense why they do it. I don't know. Yeah. It takes them a minute to figure out his doom. But they realize, of course, they get tests done on them, you know, supply tests and stuff like that. Basic stuff. I will admit, when I first started watching this, I did doze off because the beginning part where they're talking science stuff, sciencey things, I dozed off. Like, this chair is remarkably somewhat comfortable. Somewhat. You don't want to sleep in it long term. One time I slept in this chair overnight and woke up with a crick in my back on. But to have a teeny tiny nap for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe it's fine. But I one time I slept out here. Just because, I don't know. Why not? And then I woke up. It is not. My butt was asleep. That's the thing, too. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, this movie. It's fine. Okay? It's very 90s. But strangely enough, for being produced by Roger Corman, it's very tame. It was very much supposed to be for a normal audience, not the initial Roger Corman audience. You know, that would like the boobs and the stuff, boobs and applied. This is very normal. Although they treat the things transformation like a tragedy, you know, hiding from people and all that, you know, as you would. Delisha, of course, being the only one that's not in the Fantastic Four that accepts him. Although eventually everyone does, but yeah. And as I mentioned, it ends with Johnny and it ends with Reed and Sue. That would be weird if I said Johnny and Sue. Reed and Sue getting married, and as I said, you see the stretchy arm coming out of the limo that they're going. Yeah, it's fine. I'll give it a middle of the road. It's nothing to write home about. The Captain America one was better than this. I didn't doze off during that one, but it's fine. You know, if you want to check it out, it's free on YouTube. Check it out. Go ahead. It's fine. But yeah. So like I said, 2 weeks, we're going to check out Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Will it be better than this one? I don't know. And but next week, hopefully, I can get around. Like I said, I'm recording the movies first. So tentatively, this is next week. I'm going to take a look at Fantastic Four cartoon that came out in the wake of the 2005 two-story Fantastic Four, World's Greatest Heroes. Another cartoon that came out after a popular movie to cash in on it, but doesn't really follow the continuity. Yeah, so, what are your thoughts on the Fantastic Four from 1994? Leave a comment below, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.